Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a seashell using Nomad Sculpt. It's a simple method using the tube tool, so even beginners can easily follow along. I had Google Gemini draw a seashell illustration for me, which I'll be using as a reference guide for modeling. You can model without it, but having a reference helps create a much cuter seashell. You can use any environment settings you like. I've set mine to matte cap so it's easier to see the shape. First, delete the default sphere from the Scene menu in the top left. Go to Add and select Tube. Tap Primitive on the editing bar, set Post Division to 2 and Division X under Topology to 7. Next, enable the grid. Enabling the grid allows the tube to snap, making it easier to create a perfectly straight tube. Tap the photo icon in the top left to load your image from the Reference Image menu. Adjust the position of the photo. Change the overlay value to adjust the opacity so the reference guide is easy to see. Tap Radius so you can adjust the thickness at each control point. You can add more control points by simply tapping on the line. Once the sensor object is shaped, tap Snap to turn it off. Go to the Scene menu and duplicate the object using Clone. Then go to Add and select Mirror. In the Scene menu, group the cloned object and the mirror together. Tap Gizmo to move the object. Follow the same steps to edit the tubes according to the reference image. Keep cloning and duplicating to build the entire shape. Once the shape is mostly done, hide the reference image. If you switch to the top view, you'll notice that the heights of the parts aren't aligned. Drag the blue ring on the gizmo to adjust the height. We'll also make the hinge, the connecting part of the seashell, using a tube. Use the gizmo to adjust its thickness. Put it into a mirror group and duplicate it. Now the shape is ready. Let's validate the seashell tubes. Once validated, remesh each part one by one using voxel remesh at around 150. Use the Smooth tool to smooth out the surfaces on both the front and back. Be careful that the volume doesn't shrink too much from smoothing, leaving gaps. If there are any gaps, use the Drag tool to fill them. Next, let's combine all the parts into a single object.
Select all the parts in the Scene menu and use Boolean to join them into one object.
The seashell is technically complete now, but let's take it a step further and hollow it out inside using a Boolean. Tap the Split tool and select Rectangle mode. Switch to the top view and split it in half. Now it's split. Move it slightly upward using the gizmo. Since the gizmo's pivot point is off-center, tap Pivot and then tap Auto to reset it. Turn on Snat and rotate it 180 degrees. Move it so it overlaps slightly. You can tap X-ray to see exactly how much they overlap. Once overlapped, hide the top object from the Scene menu. With all objects selected, perform a Boolean. And there we go. The inside of the seashell is successfully hollowed out. Feel free to change the colors and environment settings to customize the look to your liking. Nomad Sculpt is an incredibly easy and fun app for 3D modeling. I encourage you to try out various tutorials. I create these videos to help support your creative journey, so if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.